So let's review. Zok the Mishnah. The following vegetables can be used for the mitzvah of mar on Pesach: chazeres, tamcha, charchavina, ulshin, mar. Umitzdarfen lekazayis. The different minim can be combined with each other to make up a kazayis of mar. The yoitzin bekelach shalahan. We can use the stalks as well. After identifying each of these vegetables, the Gemara quotes a series of brises that add other vegetables. As a rule, Rabbi Yehuda says, Kol sheyesh le sarf. Any vegetable that has sap can be used as mar. Rabbi Yochanan ben Bereika says, Kol shepanav machsifin. Any vegetable that is pale green can be used as mar. Acherim hold that it needs to have both qualities of sap and a pale green appearance. Rav Huna paskins halacha ka'acherim. Rav Acha bar Rava originally tried to use the vegetable the Mishnah calls mar, but changed his mind once he heard that the Mishnah prefers chasa, lettuce, as the ideal vegetable to use for mar, since its name alludes to chas rachman alan. Hashem had rachmanas on Kalal Yisrael. It also has the character of being tchilas erach, the sefer kasha, starts off soft and become increasingly harsher, just like the servitude in Mitzrayim. Amalei Rav Rechumi la'abaya, mimayda hay mar min yeraku. The Gemara raises the question, how do we know that mar in the Torah refers to a vegetable? The Gemara explains that we learn several things about mar from the fact that the Torah links it to matzah in the pasuk al matzah s'mereim yachluhu. First, that it must be something that grows from the ground, and not a merirta dechufya, the gall of a certain fish. Second, it cannot be something that grows from a tree like hirdif. Third, it has to be something that can be bought with meiser sheni money, and not harzifu, a plant that is poisonous to animals and may not be bought with meiser sheni money. Finally, even though the word mereim suggests two minim, there must be several vegetables we can use for mar, as there are several grains we can use for matzah. Amar Rav bar Huna Amar Rav, Yirakas she'amar chacham she'adam yoytze ben yedei chavasa bepesach, kulan nizra'an ba'aruga achas. All the vegetables that can be used for mar may be planted in a single area of a garden. Lemember de les behu mishum klayim. Does Rav mean to say that the various species of mar are not klayim? The Mishnah Klayim seems to say that the different meaning of mar would be klayim with each other and may not be planted together. The Gemara answers that when Rav says they may be planted, he must mean with the required spacing between them to avoid klayim. Even though the Mishnah Klayim already teaches about planting different vegetables near each other by spacing them properly, the chiddush of Rav is that even though lettuce hardens and would be thought to need more space, we can treat it like any other vegetable. The Mishnah said, Yetzi mehen bein lachin bein yeveshin. The vegetables that we use for mar can be moist or dry. Rav Chisda clarifies that only the stalk can be dry, but the leaves must be moist. The Gemara asks that in the Brisa, Remeir, who is the author of our Mishnah, says explicitly, Yetzin behen ubekelach shalhen bein lachin bein yeveshin. Both the leaves and the vegetables can be dry. The Gemara answers, Tirgima akelach. When Remeir said bein yeveshin, he was referring to the stalk only. Our Mishnah says that mar may not be kavushin, pickled, muvushalin, cooked normally, or shalukin, cooked a lot, almost dissolved, but does not discuss kamushin, whether they may be withered, which is actually machlokes tanoim in the following brisa. Tanraban, ein yotzin behen kamushin, mishum Reb Elazar b'Reb Tzadik amru yotzin behen kamushin. Bayram bar Chama, maho sheyetzi adam dechavasa b'mar shel meiser sheni b'Yerushalayim. Rambam bar Chama asks if we can be yotze with mar of meiser sheni in Yerushalayim, according to Rabbi Yisrael Glili, who does not allow matzah of meiser sheni. Perhaps only matzah cannot be used because it is chayiv b'maisus midiraisa, and therefore may not be eaten b'chol moshvei seichem on a diraisa level. However, mar can be used because it is a yerek, which is only chayiv b'maisus midirabanan, and is therefore considered ne'echol b'chol moshvei seichem on a diraisa level. Or mar cannot be used because called the takan rabbanan ke'in diraisa takan. The rabbanan made all their takanas similar to din diraisa, and therefore mar would have the same din as matzah. Amar Rava, mistabra matzu umar. Rava says that it is logical that matzah and mar would have the same rules. Zok the Mishnah, ein sharin es hamursin l'tar negolim. We may not soak bran for chicken feed because it will become chametz, avol cholten, but we may drop it into boiling water because it will cook quickly and not become chametz. So too, we may not soak bran to use as soap, but dry bran may be rubbed on one's skin. Similarly, one may not chew grain to treat a wound, because it will become chametz. The Brisa teaches that ha'afoi v'cholot shacholta b'roischim, grain that was baked or boiled cannot become chametz. Also, kemach shenafel l'toichei delef, a constant drip of water into flour will not allow it to become chametz. Also, flour mixed with oil instead of water will not become chametz.